Hello, today we are going to talk about exploratory play, also known as sensory play. It is a very important aspect for the growth of the child, and as you can see, it helps in creating interest in the environment while the child tries to interact with different senses. As the child interacts with different sensory components, they learn to problem solve. So for example, they like to play with water, but also learn the concept of hot and cold. In the same manner, if a child repeatedly goes to the bathroom, is about to slip, will understand that they do not want to walk on a slippery or surface where there is water. In any form of play that you want your child to get involved in, there are two primary steps. First, always give choices to the child. So if you want to increase the response from the child and get some emotions from them, it is important that they select the activity. To understand this better, you can check out my video on flow time training. The second important thing is unconditional positive regard. You don't have to become superior to the child and guide them all the time, but try to come down to the developmental level of the child and then introduce some new elements. Let's try to take an example of a sensory activity. For example, your child really enjoys sounds. So what do? They repeatedly make towers and they drop them in order to produce that sound at which they laugh. So over here, as soon as the tower drops, you just sit over there opposite the child and show them an emotional reaction, an extreme one. Oh no, the tower dropped. Other forms could be messy play, which might involve water, even playing with their own food while eating, use of household items, balls, lights, sounds, bubbles, foam, beans, Play-Doh, mud. Everything is part of sensory play. Three important aspects. First, that the child is not hurting themselves. Second, the child is not hurting anyone else. And third, whatever they are doing is not causing any harm to the child unknowingly. For example, they try to put mud in their mouth or they try to put Play-Doh in their mouth. The second aspect is when the child avoids certain kind of sensory stimuli. In that case, desensitization programs can be practiced. So for example, your child hates messy play. Try to let them work with more dry objects. These dry objects could be in the form of plain sand, where their hands can get dirty but they can easily brush it off. Ask them to put gloves on their hands and then try to do painting so that their hands do not get dirty. It's just the gloves and they can remove it easily. If they have an issue with sounds, then what you do is, as a distraction, try to add very soft single sound in the environment, and then slowly you can desensitize them. Objects might drop, introduce these elements, maybe play some music behind, help them locate the source of that sound. If it's the visual stimuli, so for example, your child does not like to sleep in the dark, is okay if you have to resort to dim lights rather than no lights in the room. Leave it in the comments how you felt about it and also any other video suggestions that you might have. Please keep following the channel by liking this video and also subscribing, ringing the bell icon for notifications of whenever my videos are out. That's all for today. We'll meet again soon. Bye.